So in this video we are going to create one profile for our railing system. For creating a profile for our railing system, as we practice it for our suite, for our wall or revolve, we need to go to the file and after that new family. Here we need to go to look for the specific family we want to use, but first we need to access to the family template, and after that we need to look for a railing option which has a nickname of rail. So we need to look for that. Here we go, metric profile rail. After opening the metric profile rail, the first thing we need to do is to change the unit. So our unit for our project is meter, so I'm just going to change it to the meter. The rest is okay. And here I need to use reference plane because I want to work much more accurate. Pick line. So it depends what sort of profile we want to design and how much space do we need. So for me 40 centimeter is enough, so I'm just going to click offset 40 centimeter. Then I will use pick line offset 40 centimeter. After that I will create my reference line. So let's create it, because let's check our unit length meter and it looks alright. So we can go to the reference line, we can draft our reference line and change the direction here to 40, so it's going to be almost here. If you want to design our profile by 40, so we need to change it to 20. Each side is going to be about 40, so I'm going to reference plane again, change it to 20 centimeter, and it's going to be here. After that I can use mirror option to have it here too. So the next step to create such a 40 for this side and this side, we can just click here and use the mirror for 45 degree and here. After that we'll go to create some coding parameter, because we want to change the dimensions instead of anytime coming here, for example changing the profile shape, changing the dimension to our family file. We can create some coding and some parameter and we can just manage it in our main project. So for doing that we need to go to the dimension first and choose this free line, click OK and press on equal. So it's going to be equal. Then we need to create one line here, one dimension from end to start, and after that we need to press lock. These steps are very important and we are going to use it in our advanced project later a lot. So when you are locking this element, you will go here, when you choose this dimension you will click and you will see this element here, create parameter. When you are creating parameter for your Revit file, it means like you are working as an advanced person who is creating coding and these things. So we are going to create name railing profile, or just our profile, length, after that type is alright, and we will and dimension is fine, we will create alright our profile length. Then the next step is to do the same as we did for here too. So I'm just going to pick my line, click here, equal, and one total line here and lock. After that, I will pick this dimension, going here and choose the same name, profile width. I hope I wrote it right, the dictation. Then we can move forward. So we create two parameter here, and after that we can access to our parameter by going to the parameter setting, which we will go and work on that later. So now we are going to create our profile. So I'm just going to create one simple profile because we want to create one simple profile and change that profile according to our parameter which we created. If you are going to have more complex profile, we need to create more accurate parameter as well. But right now we are just going for a simple profile, and later on for a advanced profile, advanced parameter. So I'm just going to create and pick my model line and draft my profile. Then I will just click, everything looks okay, and I will just load in project. So now our file, we need to save it. So I'm just going to Control S. In my desktop, family1 is fine. And after that I will go to my project here, and I will look for my profile. For example, let's use this profile here, if we can find it here. Or maybe we can adapt it for our top rail. Here. So we design our profile and it's here. We can use it for family one, which was the name, and click OK. So we will see we are going to have this profile. It's also the sort of the design if you want to use in your interior design, and you can use it. If this element is you need to change the size of this element, you need to go here, look for your profile which you created, so railing, and after that you need to look for the railing profile which you created, top railing type. So here we will go, instead of railing we will go to the profile because we create a profile. So we need to go to the profile and we will see our family one here. Double click on your family, open the setting, and here we will see the dimension which we created for length and for our weight. So I'm going to change it, for example, to, this is the length, for example, to 20, and the width I'm just going to leave it for 1. Then click OK, and you will see it's going to be changed. You can change it here too again, for example, for 1 and for 5 centimeter. If you didn't create parameter, you wouldn't access these settings here as well, and you couldn't just change some number and you will have this change in your main project as well too. So this profile seems fine with me. If I want, I can make it smaller. If I want, I can make it bigger. For example, I will go here, change the width to 1 or even more, 15, to have a bigger profile, or even I can create a bigger than this by choosing 2 and have this element here. After that, I can just go pick my railing and go to the handrail, give some distance, for example for 7, and here I can change it, for example to 6, apply, and OK. So we need to change the number. It seems we add a wrong value. We'll go to our handrail. Instead of 6, so we need to change this, and after that I'm going to change the hand grace again to like 15 and radius to 5, apply, and OK. So this is our hand railing too. Or we can even delete our hand railing if we think it's not very nice, or we can even use it instead of, for example, using a fillet, we can use meter. So I'm just going to pick my, let me see if I'm already satisfied with it, or do I need to change more. Okay, so I'm going here and hand railing, I will turn on the floor, we don't need it anymore, and instead of fillet I'm just going for meter, and here I will take it more out, and also no terminal. So we are going to have this hand railing as well, and we can change our profile size, for example make it bigger. It depends on our design. So we are going to have these elements for our project. The profile which we created is usable for top rail, and maybe we can try it here too. We will have it here as well, but if you are using it here, you need to create a new family, because if you are going to click OK, it's going to create the same size as we created the parameter for this profile. So it depends if we want to change it or not, and if we want to create, we can create a new profile, for example by going here and file, using a save as option, family, choosing family number 2, and save. After that, for example, if you want, we can even change some elements too. For example, we can instead of leaving it like this, we can design our elements. So for doing that, I'm just going to delete this shape, create, but for creating a new one, so I need to use my reference plane to use the, for example, mirror. I'm just going to create here model, one line here and one line here, pick my reference line, mirror,